All right, Ken, thank you. Basically, the right place at the right time. A Middle Tennessee restaurant employee helped crack a disturbing case after finding a phone with dozens of pictures and videos of unconscious children.
You know, it turns out that phone belonged to a soccer coach accused of drugging and raping at least 10 children.
Reporter Stephanie Langston from Nashville spoke with police about this shocking case.
Well, Camilo Campos lived here off Glass Lane. Neighbors telling me just across from this soccer field, which is in between two schools. Franklin police telling me just how close he lived to children over the last 20 years here in Franklin is frightening.
This is by far one of the most egregious and disturbing cases of child sex abuse that the department in our community.
School playgrounds in the Hill Estates and Glass Lane neighborhoods is where investigators say Campos would approach kids, recruiting them as players on his soccer team, inviting them to his home, where police say they were drugged and raped.
It was a mixture. It was a variety of different drugs that he was using. But they were potent and powerful enough in the combinations that he was giving them to them that it rendered them in a dangerously comatose state. What's been described to me by the people that are reviewing these videos and these images is that these kids are like rag dolls. They're comatose and just completely lethargic.
Leaving the children in such an altered state that they may not remember the horrific turn of events.
In fact, we've identified one that is the case, that they had no idea that they were a victim.
So far, investigators uncovering 10 brutal rapes on Campos' phone, the victims, boys between the ages of 9 and 17. But Lieutenant Charles Warner says the evidence is still mounting.
I think that as time goes on and we continue to scour through evidence, we're going to uncover even more horrific things.
Arrest warrants show one of the victims was raped twice in June of 2020 and in October of 2021, when the victim was 9 and 10 years old. The allegations taking place over a number of years with details that are difficult even for investigators to wrap their minds around.
The things that have just been described to me as a 25-year police officer and dad for the majority of those 25 years is unraveling, more so than you can probably even imagine.
Wow. Franklin police say that Campos didn't work for any local schools, but he was apparently a popular coach for local leagues and clubs.
Investigators are now working with local schools within the community to help identify the victims.